T-G-I-F. This is D with the Vine Needle. And, whew, yes, I didn't get signs done yesterday. Nope. It was one of those days. My son is safely here with his kitty Jaime. Yep. So we got that much done yesterday. And we sealed the deal on some wheels. Yeah. Okay, guys. TGIF. It is a weekend. I'm so excited. It is April the 16th, 2021, 7:12 a.m. I think I started at 7:11 though. Interesting. It's always about the 11s. Oh, okay. I took a look at the astrology. Just a quick glance. I didn't really dig into it because I haven't been up very long. I was up late last night. So being up this early is even early. The thing that really stands out is this lineup going on between Aries and Taurus. Most of the dance has been happening in Aquarius and Taurus. But right now, the timekeeper and Jupiter are sitting in Aquarius, and we've got a lot of dancing going on down here in Aries and Taurus. There's a little bit in Gemini, a little bit. But most of it's going on up this way. The thing that caught my eye the most is, of course, Chiron, the Wounded Warrior, in Aries at 9 degrees, and Uranus at 9 degrees. Uranus, Gaia, is at 9 degrees in Taurus. Lockstep. Those two are lockstep. You always must ask why. Why are those two in lockstep? Who's the Wounded Warrior? Think it over. A lot of things pop into my head. Anyway, we've got Mercury at 23 degrees, the Sun at 26 degrees in Aries, and then Venus has just entered into Taurus, the home turf, and she's there with Uranus, Gaia, and Black Moon Lilith. Now that's a triple goddess motif if I ever heard one. Down in Taurus. What does that mean for us? I should do a reading. What does that mean for us? I think I might do that. Okay. I'll do that right after we do the TGIF reading. All right. So I had the most bizarre vision yesterday. And it was I had a couple of delivery guys come to my back door. And the grass was tall, like it's never been that tall ever. But like it hadn't been mowed in my backyard, and they had set the packages down. I was like, "Oh, you guys are finally here." They were late. And they brought the packages to my back door, which is kind of odd, but maybe, I don't know, maybe I had a reason. And I'm standing there talking to them about them being late and just kind of joking around and stuff. And as I'm talking to them, I'm looking at the sky, and there's a whole bunch of ships in the sky. And I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of ships. And kind of orb-shaped ships. And then all of a sudden, they did this weird formation, and then all of a sudden, all hell broke loose. And when that started, I pointed at the sky while the formation was going on, just staring at it. And I pointed so that the guys I was talking to would look. The guy on my left, now, get me, when I get visions, these are vivid. This is no joke. Details, smells, you name it. It's like full. Oh, yeah, like you're there. Anyway, the guy to my left, he took one look and off he went, boom, to his truck. The guy on the right stood there and watched him with me. And then all of a sudden, all kinds of hell broke loose. And it looked like, I don't know if they were shooting at each other or if they were shooting at people on the ground, but all kinds of hell was breaking loose. And I gently put my hand on the forearm of the other delivery driver that was still standing there. And I said, I think you better come inside. Yeah. I woke up with my heart racing, just racing. Yeah. That happened yesterday. Makes you wonder. My visions at night tend to be, or during sleep time that aren't during awake time, those tend to be more symbolic than it is what it is. But yeah. So I don't know what that was all about exactly. I still haven't figured it out. But I hope you caught Miss Tammuz, Tamu Engina. Her uh, channels, morning readings, they're awesome. But she pulled the Lover's card, and it has the same symbol as the Ten of Orbs, the Dynasty card, right? And which is the Sephiroth, the Tree of Life, right? And it reminded me of that vision I had. I mean, that's immediately what popped into my head. And they've been doing, they've been pointing at water a lot lately. My team and other people's teams. I've been watching, because I do keep an eye on certain readers, and they know it. My team knows I watch them. My team absolutely knows it. And I've actually seen my team go in and mess with other readers. Start messing with their throat chakra and making them cough and stuff. I've seen it happen. But, yeah, other readers are getting the same thing with the water. So I don't know what it means exactly, but, if I figure it out, I'll let you know. Gotta pay attention to everything that goes on around us because everything means something. Everything's connected. All right, Saving Mystery for today. Aries, 27 to 28 degrees, a large disappointed audience. And you can see it looks like a couple of people walking away from a guy who's just popped out of a box and has like an orchestra's, oh, I forget what those called, that little wand. Kind of reminds me of Jack in the Box or pulling a rabbit out of your hat kind of energy. Like, ta-da! You know? Grand Rising Love Cat. It's good to see you. Anyway, so that's what that reminds me of. But so for some of you, there could be some disappointment. Um, you'll think that you've done something clever, possibly, and other people won't, won't see the humor in it. Who knows? But to me, this symbol is leaving behind other offers that you've gotten and manifesting something totally different because you've used your imagination. Now, the disappointed audience is probably the ones that you didn't end up doing a deal with or doing that project with or what have you. But you gotta you know, stick with your guns, whatever your insides are telling you about, right? Remember, this was the picture prior right here. And so we have the same picture, just a couple less people, but the same magician. Yeah, manifesting their hearts out. 7:22. Okay. Let's look at the energy for this weekend. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I just heard affirmation, affirmation. Okay. Let's do an affirmation card too. We'll do an affirmation card too. It is the weekend after all. And a lot of us just made it through a very challenging week and manifested our little hearts out. Okay. Here we go. Wow. No waste of time going on there. All right, set that to the side. My future is glorious. And look how she's manifesting right there. This is all about manifestation. Some of you guys have mastered manifestation. But my future is glorious. We're going to say that 3 times. My future is glorious. So say that 3 times. Affirmations. 3 times, okay? Here we go. And these don't show up real good. Depends on the light sometimes. I now live in limitless love, light, and joy. All is well in my world. I now live in limitless love, light, and joy. All is well in my world. I now live in limitless love, light, and joy. All is well in my world. Yep, we are creators. Bank on that. So, a glorious future. A glorious future, guys. Yes. Purple Gaia. I just heard Purple Gaia. Hello, Miss Melody. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good morning. Okay. TGIF for the collective. What can we expect? TGIF. You should have seen the way that just landed on there. Yeah. We can expect playfulness. Yes. I'll take that, won't you? Definitely will take that. Playfulness. See how it's got all this stuff around their hands? Same one, same thing going on. What is going on there? That's kind of freaking me out a little bit. Feels very magician energy, but I also am picking up how this reminds me of the hundreds of orb UFOs in that vision. All right. Let's take a look at the energy for TGIF. I got a lot of readings to do today. Busy, busy, busy. You just woke up? Grand Rising. It's Friday. Heck yeah. Okay. So, here we go. Overall energy for the collective today. Okay. There's the orbs again. Had a funny feeling it was going to have something to do with that. Man, my allergies are crazy. What is our highest priority for the collective today? Highest priority for the collective today. Highest priority for the collective today. Highest priority for the collective today. Highest priority for the collective. For me, it's going to be working. Highest priority for the collective. Oh, I knew they were going to do that. Whenever they took a while, they throw books out. It's not that bad. It's only 4 cards. The Outlaw, the Rogue, the Scarlet Shield, and the Conservator. Okay. And what do we need to be mindful of and or prepare for the collective, please? For the collective. Mindful of and or prepare. Cards getting squirrely. Oh, there it is. All right. Rest and relaxation time. Whew. Okay. Okay, what we got here? Got rest and relaxation. Sounds good to me. It is the weekend. Yep. Wounded warrior. Feeling left out. Page of scepters. That's strategy. The strategist of the messengers. Very interesting. Okay, let's take a look at this underlying energy of the 4 of Swords. I agree with that. 100%. Whew, resting our weary, battle-weary bones, right? Yep. Allergies are driving me crazy. Okay. The convalescent is net loss after construction. This is a needed rest and restoration after enduring strife. The convalescent is the spirit of nursing you back to full health. Here we see imagery reminiscent of both Key 13, the Reaper, and Key 14, the Angel, a subversion of the classical death and the maiden motif. The convalescent is the spirit of a transition phase and is present along your path when you experience affliction. This is a spirit to bring you rehabilitation after fighting battles. Fortune comes to you after you have taken time to restore both inner and outer balance in your life. Restoration time is our underlying theme. But interesting that our overall is dedication. Of course, today's still the work day, so it's not time for this just yet. But yeah, I may be taking a couple of days off. I don't know. I know Monday's going to be interesting. I'm going to try to do the daily, but may not get to. Just heads up. It depends. I'm not going to push myself because I've been pushing really hard. All right, the Journeyman, 8 of Orbs. This is our overall energy, and this is definitely about dedication. The Journeyman is the spirit of apprenticeship, of perfecting one's craft, of routine work that leads to mastery. This is also the spirit of prudence. When the Journeyman appears to you, you are being called to apply discipline, a strong work ethic, and perseverance to hone your skills in a particular trade. The Journeyman is the grind of dedicated work, practice, and careful methodical study of a specialized craft. Note the orb set into the master's staff. This is prophetic of an adept who is currently an apprentice, but who will someday exceed the master. It has been foretold you will become the warrior, the erudite, or perhaps the healer. One of these three paths manifested. That is the prophecy of the journeyman. Behind the journeyman and into the dark woods, can you see the forest through the trees? When the journeyman appears to you, look again at your surroundings. Can you discern the holistic pattern from the details? Try to understand the bigger picture. They want me to understand the bigger picture. This reading is much more. Like I said, whenever my readings pop up, they have a whole lot of meanings. And we have the outlaw right here, getting a higher, wider perspective. Yeah, this reading has some other things. And it feels like I don't know. It almost feels like that, I don't know. Maybe something to do with that vision they gave me. Could be. All right. So look again at your surroundings. Look again at your surroundings. Higher, wider perspective. Key 12 is our highest priority. That's doing exactly that. Hmm. Waiting to see if they're going to say anything to me. Got anything for me? Anything at all? 12, sacrifice and redemption. Hmm. The outlaw. Major arcana. Examine your situation from a different perspective. Be the outlier. This is a spirit designating how we break from establishment to serve a higher purpose. A guardian spirit has come to support you as you scrutinize both the fundamentalism around you and the personal dogma embedded deep within. Key 12 sends the message of psychic mindfulness. Tap into your own deep sea of unconscious. This is the heretical, the eccentric, the dissident. This is the rejection of authority and rebellion against establishment. The outlaw appears to you when the answer is to operate outside of and in contention with the established rules of institution. Duet days. I give that you may give. Crom Dio. You are in the presence of God. I have a funny feeling it's going to have something to do with that line up over in Aries and Taurus. For me, anyway. For you guys, it could mean something else entirely. But something that you need to dedicate a good deal of focus and time to, and a higher perspective over it. The Rogue. Cunning and scheming. Key 7. They have used this card to tell me about a lot of things in the past. Incoming storms. Hmm. What are you guys up to now? My team, they're up to something. They're up to no good. I can feel it. Okay. 7 of Swords. The Rogue. The Rogue is mischief personified. Here you see the story of Loki cutting off Sif's beautiful golden locks of hair while she slept. Sif is the North's goddess of earth, of plenitude, and the grains. Affinity, fertility, family, marriage, mother of might and magnificence. She was also a seer. The mind, the thought plane, and the intellect are the weakening barriers to materialized success. The Seven of Swords denotes unstable mind and unstable efforts. The Rogue is the spirit of cunning and scheming. We see compromised integrity, yet the Rogue is also the personification of one who is misunderstood. So when this spirit appears to you, you are the Rogue in pursuit of an undertaking that diverges from the mainstream. You may get blowback for it, and yet take heart that the toad on the lily pad is symbolic of a rainmaker, an omen of ambition that begets plenitude, while the snail calls in the grace of the eminence, the blessings of the Nine of Orbs. A little bit of roguish behavior is called for if you seek to achieve your goal. You are being challenged to confront an ethical dilemma. Will you choose to follow the rules or will you break them? The weakened barriers. The mind, the thought plane, and the intellect are the weakening barriers. They can be, especially when you're trying to listen to your team and decipher what they're trying to tell you. And they're definitely telling me things here. And I'm going to sneeze, or at least it feels like it. I hope not. We'll keep trying to go here. Having a terrible time with the allergies. Fire energy, sacrifice and redemption. Seven of Swords. It's the moon in Aquarius. The Scarlet Shield. This is Queen of Swords. Power and authority of air. Whew. All right. Scarlet Shield, power and authority of air. They're trying to tell me much more than what's on the face level of these cards. And I have a funny feeling there's going to be more in my next reading. Oh boy, and how. All right. Let's look at the Scarlet Shield. Yeah, they have me very distracted. Sorry, guys. My team has a way of doing that to me. They distract me and are trying to point out some other things. All right. He, the Queen of Swords, is a shorn one, an Aztec warrior priest, who shall be your formidable line of defense as you charge forth confidently to face your battles. His shield features an eagle devouring a serpent, a divine omen from the gods. When the Scarlet Shield appears to you, he is making his presence known so that you might go forth into combat, taking your stand with might and confidence. When the Scarlet Shield appears, it is time for you to stand your ground, hold your position. And this warrior priest is here ready to face the fight with you. A male ancestor or one from your paternal lineage can appear to you through the Scarlet Shield. 17 points tattooed on the dominant hand mark his great triumphs. And withholding energy. This was also all. They told me yesterday it was about the wheels, the four wheels. But today, I don't know. The Conservator, Four of Orbs. Four of Orbs. But it feels different today. The Conservator is the maintenance work, investments, and natural resources needed to reign, rule, and order. This is the spirit presented in your life path when you are demonstrating an inordinate attachment to the material. This is earthly power you are clinging desperately to at the expense of greater spiritual realization. The conservator is both the spirit of that which is empirical and orderly, efficient and pragmatic, and also which is self serving, covetous, and parsimonious. This, in the background, you have um, fire, water, earth, air symbology. Fire, water, earth, air. That's a person. Sometimes in my readings. Queen, that is the Libra card of the sword court cards. Because Aquarius, the fixed sign, is the king. Fixed signs are the kings. Scarlet Shield. Weakening barriers. Your mind and thoughts are the weakening barriers. And getting a better perspective over the situation. So this could be you presenting in that energy as the Queen of Swords, cutting out what no longer serves, right? And hanging on to what you have, withholding energy. Getting a higher, wider perspective on a situation. And being perhaps clever about how you deal with this. All right. What to be mindful of, prepare for, the dark horse. 7 of Scepters. This is standing in your power. Standing in your power. 7 of Scepters. They always mean so much more when I look at these, and I'm like, okay, what are you guys up to? Because I know they're up to something. I feel it. All right. The dark horse is the underdog who blindsides the naysayers and will emerge victorious. When you are being cornered or outnumbered, the dark horse appears to you ready to stand shoulder to shoulder with you as you take on your opposition. You will emerge in prominence and glory. Take that fighting stance and ready yourself. The dark horse is marginalization personified, and yet this spirit is extraordinary in both strength and stealth. And here we are talking about stealth, cunning, right? This is the spirit of valor who has come now to empower you with courage. When outnumbered, you resist. So you're going to be feeling a little outnumbered and having to stand up for yourself in some fashion. Fascinating. Cutting out what no longer serves you and hanging on to your resources. Hard, dedicated work, but being able to see through the trees from a higher, wider perspective. And then some rest. Much needed rest, wounded warriors. Okay. There's a lot of manifestation, but the energy is calling to me about something else too. But lots of playfulness, future is glorious, and some rest. It's been a big week, guys. Okay, anything going out? Yes, of course. Right off the bat. Celebration time. So celebrating with friends, family, and whomever this weekend. Three's a party. Not a crowd. Not this weekend anyway. But you do need to stand in your power this weekend If somebody's pulling some BS, Queen of Swords time, stand in your power, stand firm, and put up your boundaries. Put them down and keep them. Don't sway from it. I feel like that has a lot to do with this. Yep, and manifest. The other thing that sticks out to me is the rain. See how it's raining in this? Dancing in the rain. And it's raining here. Maybe some rain in the forecast. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, I am going to be doing sun sign readings today, hopefully, as long as because I got to do this number myself and the stand in your power thing, so I can get that done. And then I want to do a reading based on the holodeck, the timekeeper. Anyway, I hope you all have a grand TGIF. You're going to see me go live a few times today, so don't be shocked. And because I have yesterday to catch up and today's readings that I would normally do to catch up too. So I have a funny feeling some of that will happen into tomorrow, possibly. Most likely, because that's a lot of readings. So we'll see how it goes and see how my energy keeps going today. Anyway, I do hope you guys have a fantastic, fantastic weekend. Remember, after today's over with, after all this dedication and all this stuff, it's rest. So, all right. So have a good one, and I'll be back soon. I'm going to do a reading on that energy. And I'm going to take a closer look at these cards because something's nagging me. And I always have to look when that happens. Anyway, I'll let you know if I catch anything else, okay? All right. Talk to you later. Later, guys.